How's it going, y'all? Name's KGOKev, as you probably know, and it's time again for another vid on things you might have missed out on in Kimi ga Shine / Your Turn to Die. Hidden details, foreshadowing, alternate choices, and more. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Die!
Number 1. Starting off, occurring during the portion of Chapter 3B, where you get to play from Kenji Shinogi's POV,
Lots of spaghetti!
the ultimate obstructor Maple will instruct Keiji and Co. to enter the hidden room in the locker room, collect the doll version of Midori's head, and to see That's a Fallen Booty.
Oh my gosh, she's bending over like, oh!
In order to do so, Maple gives them the passcode 3141. This specific set of numbers was seen earlier in Your Turn to Die at the beginning in the first chapter. It was written on the wall of Sara and
Redacted.
first trial, where entering the numbers into the dial mechanism in the room makes a stupid sound.
Bruh.
Doing absolutely nothing and wasting your precious time to save Sara. The original Japanese version had the numbers as 1374, which Fiji persons translated into 3141. The original numbers could be read as iminashi, or further as iminayo / imiganayo, meaning there is no meaning. Fiji persons translated it to 3141, akin to the first digits of pi, 3.141. The numbers overall could just be pointless, or perhaps they will have some sort of deeper meaning going forward. They could be Your Turn to Die's equivalent to arc numbers in other visual novel games, like 11037 or the number Q. Play Zero Escape. Number 2. During the first fight with Maple, after she goes all One-Winged Angel / Super Princess Peach, you have to do actions based on her current emotion to fill up her friendship bar, and after doing enough right actions, you will have the ability to reconcile with her. The person who gets to reconcile with Maple, however, can be one of two people. Anzu Kanashi by default is the one who gets the ability to reconcile. Of course, if Anzu is dead from the mummy obstructor in Chapter 3A, the responsibility is relegated to Sara instead. Her one act of being useful. Way to go, Anzu! Yay! Number 3. For the locker room puzzle in Chapter 3B, you have to match different icons to the open lockers corresponding to the rooms of Floor 4 and Floor 5. The game will try and fool you by randomly adding items each round that don't actually go with anything, like a fish or a trophy, etc. I know some people had trouble with this minigame, and what you may not have realized, or may have only realized in hindsight, is that the fake items that don't belong anywhere are all located in the bottom row. So even though it's random which items you get, as long as you just focus on what icons appear on the top row, and pay no attention to the ones on the bottom that are just there to mess with you, you'll be a-okay. My favorite room is Panda. Do you choose Mr. Blue or Miss Red? Choose subscribe to the channel. Number 4. This next one involves our little teeny weeny Shin Tsukimi in his route during the second Maple fight. When you use Shin's persuasion action, you will see that Shin Tsukimi has 6 fingers on his right hand. The author of the journals? Shin only has 10 fingers in other CGs, sprites, etc. AKA Nankidai done goofed. It's just like Kokichi Oma, am I right? Number 5. Near the beginning of Chapter 3B, Hinako will direct you to the Midori Wiggle Dance classroom in order to pick up the transceiver and the ID card. The ID card, of course, turns out to be a fake. When you return to the control room with the fake ID in tow, you will be prompted with 2 options. If you choose to insert the ID card into the machine, Admiral Shinbar will warn you that it's a trap, and you will be presented with embarrassing smiling pictures of Shinny Winnie from the Christmas party, mortifying the Shin AI, and so if he's present, who then proceeds to rip up the ID. Bullying Shin is fun. What else could Midori have on here? Number 6. When you're exploring alone as Sara during Chapter 3B, if you go to the office and speak to Hayasaka, you'll have the chance to view an optional scene. This scene involves the previous floor masters, Sumaili the Laughing Doll, and Tiasafallen the Crying Doll. The screen will display a quote-unquote recruitment list, showcasing the duo's true forms, and how the two of them were scouted out and recruited by Asunaro for their abilities, and for like Gashu's talent show or secret plan or something like that. Their real names are Michiru Namida and Emiri Harai, which correspond to Tiasafallen and Sumaili respectively. This also confirms that the two of them are both humans, as we've had hints to this being the case in previous chapters, with both of them bleeding at different points. As is the case with their doll names, their real names also have puns in them. Michiru Namida, Safallen's real name, said in proper order, Namida Michiru, sounds like tears full of. The surname of Emiri Harai, Miley's real name, sounds close to the word warai, meaning laughter. Maybe they're actually just Ace Attorney characters. Dead man! The report states that Michiru was easy to extract, as her former workplace was less than ideal. Girl probably worked retail minimum wage. No wonder she's so fucking sad all the time. As for Amiri, there was a roadblock preventing them from recruiting her, which to do so successfully, they may have caused her beloved to go insane in the membrane. I ship it. Hayasaka needs to be alive in order to see this scene. If Hayasaka is dead due to being eaten by books in Chapter 3A, he will not be present to turn on the computer containing the recruitment list, and you will not be prompted to use the ID card. Keep the chat alive, yo! Number 7. During the electric conduit minigame, where you have to save Ranmaru by resetting his collar, when Dick Bob Asspants is ready to begin, you will have 3 dialogue options to choose from. Choosing to just play the game as is will have you play the puzzle, with Sara starting off with 1 charge. If you instead ask Dick Bob to clear Sara's charge first cause it's unfair, Dick Bob decides to be a dick and starts everyone off with 1 charge, increasing the difficulty, but making it perfectly balanced. He's more dick than Bob, that Dick Bob dude. Number 8. The Yabasami's cut-in portraits seen in Your Time to Shine and the obstructor fight / minigames in YttD Chapter 3 are actually very similar to each other. As you can see here, they're doing the same pose, and overlaying their portraits on top of each other, you can see that they almost have the same face shape as well. Being siblings, it makes sense that they would be alike. Number 9. Close to the end of the banquet, it's revealed that Kenji Shinogi is still alive. He approaches Sara and puts his hands on her shoulders, the scene which is reminiscent of the hands that approached Sara during the game's intro. This could be a callback to that intro scene, possibly implying that it was Keiji both times this occurs. Or what we saw in the intro could have been a flash forward for this part during the banquet, occurring many chapters after it's introduced. Number 10. Mr. Chidon, aka Sara's father, is first seen during the flashback with Kai Sato at the start of Chapter 2-1. A good amount of players will have missed his second physical appearance, which only happens at the end of the Kana Lives route. Mr. Chidon appears in the death game during a possible flash forward, donning a dapper outfit akin to that of a mafia boss, and also a collar, implying he is a part of the game as well, if not the mastermind. What is notable is that his sprites as he appears here look eerily similar to that of Slenderman, aka Meister's, during Chapter 3B. Same poses, body type, everything. In YttD's in-game files, both characters' sprites are labeled as Kara17, and Meister more or less translates out to master in German. Are the two of them one and the same? Is Meister a doll likeness based on Daddy Chidon? And is Mr. Chidon the master behind the entire game? Yeah, maybe. These two are also the same person. And that's about what we got for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, of course, to lick and subscribe and praise the Botsun. Click the subscribe button, and I hope to catch you all on my next video. This is KGOKev signing out. Stay chill, stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out for now.